In entertainment news, veteran singer Two-Face Idibia has apologized following backlash over his recent interview where he claimed that men are not biologically wired to stay with one woman. In the video, Two-Face said that a man can love a woman and still cheat. And of course, there was lots of criticism for his opinion. People were saying that he was promoting harmful gender stereotypes. Well, he's now issued a public apology to his wife, his kids, his fans and his supporters, saying that he never intended to hurt anyone. Of course, this has raised a lot of conversation about celebrity influence, the concept of masculinity, and what should be the norm in Nigerian relationships. I think that Two-Face should keep the same energy. You said what you said. You said men are not biologically wired to stay with one woman. Keep the same energy. Those are your opinions. Those are your viewpoints. Stand on it.
But if his house is hot, so he cannot keep standing on it because
somebody said that Natasha pulled his ear, his new girlfriend. I said, why would you say that kind of thing outside?
But it goes to show that what happened to the first wife, as some would say, the adage they say that the broom that they used to beat the first wife is still hanging somewhere, and they can use it to beat the second one. So, well, she is here now, so let's see what would happen. But it is sad that these are the people we call celebrities that have a huge influence on a lot of young Nigerians. And they carry on with these kinds of narratives that are unhealthy because there are men who stick with just one woman, their wives or their partners, whatever we want to call it. And that's it. We cannot keep, carrying on with this narrative just because we want to just have our way, whichever way we want to live life, whichever way. It's sad and unfortunate.
Two-Face, as the name implied, you cannot be two-faced. You will stay in one place. And Veronica, you said something like this one is Natasha that will be two-faced. That broom, Natasha used to be two-faced, not two-faced beating Natasha. But anyway, for somebody like me that I do not support polygamy, I've said a lot of times, as a man, if you want to get married and still be cheating, why not? Why don't you just not stay married? Why do you want to be committed to somebody and still be cheating? And I don't know if you remember, in Young African and Famous, he said this thing as well. Even with the other wife, Annie Idibia, it caused a lot of controversy. People were talking about it. Well, he said you can love a woman and still cheat. But Two-Face, I don't understand. How can you love your partner and still cheat? When you are with the other person, what are you thinking about? Do you even think if your partner finds out, how would she feel about it? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but Ibrahim, I don't think a man can love a woman and still cheat on that woman. Maybe it's just my thing.
Definition of love, because love is respect.
Exactly.
Honor. I don't know, but Ibrahim, go ahead.
Ibrahim, you're the man.
For Two-Face, it is for those who take celebrities as their role models, and where they feel that whatever they say is what defines their own lives. Whatever they do is what I also want to do. So the fact that he's saying that, it's a fact that men are not wired to stay with one. I mean, men are not wired. How did you put it? Help me.
Hardwired. So men are not hardwired, or they're not biologically wired.
Yeah,
yes, it is scientific. Yeah, it is scientific. But that is not an excuse for cheaters. If you are a cheat, you are a cheat. That's the reality. So the thing is, when you're married to a woman, you need to just come to that understanding that, yes, I'm going to stick with you. I'm not going to stick with you. Maybe I'm going to marry another person. That is legally getting another wife. But cheating for me, there is no basis for cheating. If you are cheating, you are cheating.
It's a big deal breaker.
No, it's nothing good, because one thing is, if you are cheating with someone who is cheating with someone else. And from there, you contract, you contract diseases. You take it back to your wife that is not cheating. And it's not even good for your own spiritual development. It's not good for anything. I remember seeing Two-Face performing live in Ogun State saying that, I've repented, I'm not cheating again, I'm not going to do this again, and none of that. And come on, what are you saying? Are you justifying
old habits,
promiscuity? Right. Come on.
But I pray that this particular habit with Two-Face will really die, because it's been lingering for quite a number of
my concern is what kind of role model he is portraying for his sons, because he has sons and they are watching him, they are listening to all of these things that he's saying. It's sad that he just goes about making this statement without a recourse to the implication on the lives of his children. He has grown-up children. I mean, I wonder how the daughters will be feeling, and even the sons in school, when the school children, their colleagues show them, see what your dad is saying, and the kinds of words he was using. It's sad. I don't know if he has a management right now who should perhaps work on him and his branding, because this is not helping him at all. It seems like he's going down the drain even much more after Anima Calling.
And I think that a man that fails to be sexually disciplined is not a man that I want to be with.
Exactly.
That's just my personal
It's a key
opinion.
word, because you can't rationalize what is irrational. You can't.
All right. Ibrahim, I'll hold you on something you said, but that'll be after this show.